late 2005, realizing that even though financially I was successful, the brand was successful, it was sort of a dead end for me. I thought, is this it? One more store, a bit more money. It was what I thought I wanted. What I realized was it wasn't exactly what I thought it would be. The challenges that came around that for me took about 6 years to overcome. I needed something more. I'd been given this file of facts, and so I started to write on those pages everything I need to have a specialty coffee company. You know, on there, the first thing, of course, was the logo, the brand that would end up being Zarraffa's. What was that brand going to be? How was I going to come to it? What would it stand for? I don't want it to be just another specialty coffee company. I wanted it to be something I could be proud of. I wanted it to be a stayer in the market. I wanted it to be bigger than me. The opportunity to create Zarraffa's happened before any other specialty coffee company had arrived. I happened to be in Brisbane trademarking the Zarraffa's logo and the name, and I was in one of the busy streets right down in the middle of the CBD, and I realized that nobody was carrying around coffee. There was no takeaway coffee to be seen. I felt like I've got something here. And maybe, just maybe, I had a chance to catch the wave of coffee here in Australia. The first time I had a chance to show anybody what I could do with coffee was in 1996 in that very warehouse in Pinner Drive. I'd just finished a 3-kilo roast, and there was an office just up from me. And I went up and took the coffee orders, and I made them coffee, and I took it back to them, and the next day they were there paying. From the inception of me making coffee out of that warehouse, the word grew. And so September 25th, 1997, Zarraffa's Coffee first retail store was born. For me, Zarraffa's was an accomplishment, but it wasn't me. It was something I did. Having another shop actually felt quite empty. But it wasn't really until I got throat cancer and really truly saw mortality staring me in the face and coming out of it, that I realized I still had so much more to offer Zarraffa's as a brand, the franchisees, the staff, and the communities that I'd gotten in touch with. I had a very sound feeling in my mind, in my soul, that Zarraffa's was the way of opening doors and facilitating some real unique and wonderful opportunities, a unique story that still had to be told and still is being told. You know, most people think when they get the coffee, they think that's it. But there's so much more that goes into this cup of coffee, so much care. What they do at origin, just before it gets on the boat to come over, is amazing. You know, I see the person who's picking. In fact, I've got a relationship with people that actually pick by hand the coffee. I've seen those people's faces. I see where they live.
the farming, it is very important to my family. It has improved it because the way I am, it is not the way I was. It has improved me to be wearing my clothes like I am wearing. It is improving. It is improving me. It is helping me to build my own future, to help me to educate my children. That's why I'm getting money from the coffee, and so I love it.
I said when I first came, we're not going to come and then go and never come back. We're going to come and we're going to stay a part of this community through the ups, the downs, you know. And we're going to do our part as a coffee company in Australia to make sure that we're supporting you as a part of our family. For me, coffee is a life, and know that the coffee that you're producing, we do everything we can on the other side to do the best we can when we roast it, when we make it, and I make it in your name, the people that grow it. I especially want to see the next generation, the sons and daughters benefit from the coffee industry, and the seedling nursery for me is important in that because it shows that very thing, that the next generation will see the product of something that we've all accomplished together. It's a very humbling experience for me to come and to participate in the opening of the seedling nursery, and it's a proud moment for our company, Zarraffa's Coffee, to be a part all the way to the farm.
Father, in the name of Jesus, we thank you. We celebrate you because of this nursery, Lord. We pray even for the sponsors, Lord, that you compress.
These graftlings, this process that you're seeing, where they're growing the old that has a real strong root with the new that's disease resistant, it's a bit of a dream come true, and now hopefully they'll be able to go on and continue in the next generations growing some really good coffee for us and for the world.
Zarraffa supports a community which supports itself in Kenya, not only from a standpoint of the commercial side of growing coffee, but also from the point of view of saving its native wildlife.
My name's David Karmushu, and I was born and brought up around here, and here I am working at the Linguistic Community Lodge. It took quite some time to get everybody on board to embrace the idea of conservation and having this lodge here. The linguistic community were particularly very suspicious about what's going to happen. So they just thought that this is another move to take this little piece of land that they have. And then there was a big meeting that was called, and then all the community members came, and at least for those who went to see what's happening on the other side of the country, were fully convinced that this idea is viable. We're not going to lose our land, and if anything, we're going to benefit out of that. So Ilingwesi at that time, and even now, is actually identified as the first baby of Lewa, because it was the first community conservation to start in Kenya, if not Africa.
We also support in Kenya the Liwa Conservancy. The Zarraffa's community help raise money and awareness around the plight of the black and white rhino that live there.
Since Lewa started back in 1995 as Lewa Life Conservancy, and Lewa works as a catalyst of conservation in northern Kenya, and we've been a role model to other conservation areas within the country and also in Africa. The rhino is so valuable, and as you might be aware at the moment is that rhinos, they're endangered, and they've been endangered because they've been poached over the years by humans, and because of the horns.
It's very emotional because I remember my mother telling me that when they were heading over at those hills at Sanga, they used to see rhinos. They were all over. I mean, they were herding their goats, and rhinos were all over the land. And unfortunately, when we grew up, there was not a single rhino that was roaming around there freely. It is said in the 60s and 70s, we had a population of about 20,000 black rhinos roaming freely in Kenya. That number was taken down by poaching to about 500 rhinos or thereabout. That is catastrophic. When Lewa turned into a rhino sanctuary and a conservancy, they were able to start rhino conservation. And through that, we have seen the number of rhinos, black rhinos especially, coming up.
The great part about what Lewa does is they're protecting not just the rhino, which are endangered, they're also protecting all the other animals in the ecosystem, because you can't protect one without the other. Even animals like the giraffe. It's our mascot, it's something really important and precious to us as a brand. And really, to see Kenyans getting behind their own fauna and flora and behind the wildlife here, it's really special. It's special to be a part of it, it's special to see it, and it's really important that we keep supporting it.
One of the things that we decided to focus on is our relation with the community, and that's why we have projects like education programs, we have healthcare programs, women microfinance, and also we provide security to the community when there is incidences that happen, like maybe robbery, stock theft, and all that. So our working relationship with communities now has enabled our rhinos to be safe, because the communities now have become our first defense line.
The community needs to know that the rhino has to be taken care of, and they have agreed to that. They're part of that. But what it means, what do they get out of that? Is that then the people seeing the rhinos equally want to invest in the community. So we have our children getting the classrooms, the scholarships, the fences, the dormitories, the kitchens. But it's because the rhino is thriving that also the communities are thriving.
Everybody around here will be taking care of wildlife, elephants, the giraffe, and all that, because they are no longer a liability to us, but we're benefiting out of them. That means a good future for our children, and a very good future for our country.
It's a community who's willing to do everything in order to support those animals. Unless you've got the community, which they are, they're 100% behind realizing that this is the real future. And not far from there on Mount Kenya, actually overlooking the conservancy, is Intangoro Coffee Co-op, which we have now been purchasing coffee from. Here's a community which I said, if the rhino goes, so can I, because I can buy coffee from anywhere in Kenya. but you're on the doorstep. So educating them how important these animals are, not just from a monetary point of view because of tourism, but also because it is what makes them Kenyan.
I was looking for you. Good to see you. Good to see you. How's the nursery, huh? Look at the... This is great. Yes. Coffee for rhinos.
Coffee for the rhinos.
Coffee for the rhinos. I love it. The message is getting through. 4 years I came ago, they didn't know how important it was, and look, 4 years later, they've actually got a mascot. Maybe it is working.
You know, in my wildest dreams, I couldn't have imagined that three very different opportunities would present themselves here in Kenya. I mean, you've got the Intungoro coffee that we purchase. You've got Liwa Conservancy, which are protecting the black and white rhino and all the other animals within. And then you've got the Ilingwesi, which are not only conserving wildlife, but also their culture. It's special, and it's just been a dream come true. It's not going to be easy to get people to understand that we don't just see them as a consumer purchasing a cup of coffee, but rather a part of a greater community that is willing to challenge themselves to something that in the long term is bigger than any one of us. Not only here in Queensland and Australia, but abroad in our sister community in Kenya.